Hello and welcome back. Okay, so we're at Hardened. There's a few things to do here. We also saw some hyenas here, so we might chase them down, though we perhaps don't need those hyena parts anymore. Anyways, I was contemplating what to do with Mattis, and I've come to a decision here. So this is kind of an experiment really, since his melee skill is quite low, but he has very nice defenses, as well as parry and anticipation. So what we're going to do is take Sword Mastery and also End Guard. However, I think we'll save that for later. So End Guard is the riposte perk. And he's using this for now, this very nice fencing sword, because that does have a riposte. But ideally I get another weapon at some point, and even more ideally I get someone who's actually a fencer at some point. Who knows if that will actually happen though. Anyways, so I've taken Sword Mastery. He also has a Rising Star, so on level 12 he actually gains 2 perk points. That's pretty nice. So I have some things here planned in green. He also needs to purchase Nimble. Well, I have to pay for it sadly, but anyways. Let's for now get Duelist. So we'll see if this works. And also yes, I'm planning on getting Taunt. So he'll walk up next to someone, perhaps taunt them, and then activate Riposte. That's the plan. And he also has Exploit Opening. We'll see how that works in conjunction with End Guard. One thing to note is that End Guard also grants plus 10 melee skill while it is not your turn, so that should alleviate the poor melee skill issue a little bit. He's projected to reach 69 melee skill by level 11, and we will continue patching that up, provided he's alive. Anywho, I've done inventory things. There's an arena fight here against Nachos. I will accept this, even though Nacho fights in the arena are a little bit dangerous and annoying, perhaps, to deal with, but we should really have no issues as long as I don't underestimate this fight and actually bring my very top lineup. So I think it's only going to be one big one, but I'm not entirely sure about this. But anyways, with the top lineup, all of the promised potentials, realized potentials, let's give the crowd something to cheer for. Okay, so 5 mediums and 1 big one. And I even have the option of stunning the big one if it comes to that, but we probably have enough raw damage that something like that is completely unnecessary. Also, Carolus having Vigilant is pretty nice in this fight. Okay, I'll just go ahead and engage here. Fantastic start. Okay, I think we'll stun. Where? Yes, okay. Yes, stun is there. Anyways, it might be completely unnecessary to go for that stun. Probably was, but anyways, I've done it. We are missing a lot, but it doesn't really matter. So would have been kind of nice to get some more resolve from the arena for some of us. who aren't part of this team, but I don't want to underestimate these arena fights, so that's the reason I brought the A team. We gain a gladiator helmet. The fight over, you find a few women sauntering upon you and the gladiators. They are practically swooning, faces blushed, and the men take special care of them. A little tired yourself, you have one of the fans help you count inventory. Hakon has leveled to level 15. Let's take more hit points. Okay, so yes, I suppose we will deal with the hyenas. Can we though? Yes, it seems like we can, okay. So that's a nice leveling fight for us. Let us leave out some elites. So-called elites. Ideally bring a full leveling lineup, that means Reinhardt still in, so let's leave out Fahad this time. So something like, and actually you can go into the front line for this, though once again it must be noted, mentioned, remembered that parry does not work against non-weapon attacks, so not against beasts. But he does have 31 melee defense, so it should be fine. Also, I can make his armor heavier for this if I'd like. And I suppose I might. That's a little bit too much though. 200 seems okay. Yeah, that seems fine. Alright, let's deal with the hyenas. So we see plenty of frenzied ones, but when we have the tactician blitzkrieg, it should be fine, even with the leveling lineup. I mean, obviously we are quite strong at this point, so perhaps that's not something I should even mention, really, or worry about. And yes, I suppose we'll use the blitzkrieg straight away. You can stay where you are, I guess. That's a lot of hyenas on that flank though. I think I'd like to have Dieter here. You can wait. Let's see here. So Mattis for this fight. Also, yeah, we won't deal basically any damage. Well, a little bit with the launch ability, because we deal less damage per initiative that's below 100, down to a minimum of 100% less. But we can use the sword thrust. Not sure. Yeah, I shouldn't use the riposte yet. I don't have engage. So I might as well, I don't know, do that. Technically, I guess it's even possible that I've just gotten Vander here killed, but probably not. Also, technically I may have perhaps made a mistake using Onslaught there already, but then again, Helmer would act pretty late next round, so perhaps it's fine. Not really a mistake. Anyways, Farid, let's take a look at you. You're level 6 and you're a spear guy. I might use the spear wall, but if I want to use it, I should be way over here, so I guess perhaps not. Perhaps not. Provide an ally for Horik. Alright, and go for the highest chance here. So no underdog, 35 melee defense, well it's only some hyenas. Yeah, this is not a good spot for Vander. I may have just actually gotten him killed, maybe. Mattis is trying his best, but it's not really much. Also, yeah, actually, never mind. I can't even... Of course I can't spear wall with this weapon. Never mind. Right, you can hold that position, I'd say. Actually go for a stun on this one and success. So plenty of them will be going for a flank here. Yeah, actually never mind. I think Vander is completely safe. Since also Carolus is now the one to hold that flanking position there. Next round will be semi-nasty though. Potentially. That's the overwhelm for you. And there is a lot of hyenas going for Helmer, so we might need to rotate him out of trouble with Wilhelm. And Vander actually is in trouble. Did I just underestimate this fight? It's only hyenas. I may have, because, yes, that's a ton of overwhelms. That's quite lucky. That is quite lucky, Vander. Okay, let's try to break their resolve. So Hakon is overwhelmed times 3. He has a pretty good chance. But I definitely... No, goddammit. I was going to say, I don't want to be overwhelmed again, but it seems like that's going to happen. Damn it! Stupid overwhelms. I may need to use some... Well, I can't really use the nets either because I'm fatigued out. Who knew that hyenas would be this tough? Damn it. Damn it, damn it. Yeah. I'm a little bit worried. I mean, I'm fine if Vander dies, but otherwise we are a little bit struggling. As we can see there. And there. I think I just recover here. Can't really do anything with Nadir. Yeah, I've made a huge mistake here. This is not good. Yeah, someone like Carolus as well. Overwhelm times 6, that almost neutralizes him. Yeah. Well, Dieter. Dieter can save us, surely. Hmm. I can use one net if I'd like. Not sure if that actually is the best option here. Maybe just attack twice. There we go. Ah, 17%, okay. For now, I think we'll let Helmer handle that. He has pretty nice defense. I don't even have a melee weapon. So yes, it's basically on Dieter and Horik, the ones who aren't being overwhelmed constantly, to handle this. If I move here, I'm blocking Hakon next round. Horik already deals with this and that. I guess I move like here. And let the pain continue. The pain train, Vander might be about to die. And we're a little bit in trouble on some others as well, which I'm really surprised about. But yeah, looks like yes, Vander is about to die. Yes. Oh well, that's too bad. So 2 attacks here. I'd like to go for this one first. And we miss 1. Okay, Vander's dead. That's fine, but plenty of them are now confident. I took appropriate precautions against nachos in the arena, but for this fight I didn't. I definitely didn't. So I can rotate. That's not really something I want to do at the moment, I don't think. Even Sven is in trouble here. Gaining plus 26 and plus 18 against this Highness from pattern recognition though. Alright. So go for one at a time, Dieter, so you don't get completely overwhelmed out. Okay, finally hitting something. And I don't know, here we just recover perhaps. Yeah, I didn't take into account that all of them would be frenzied and that my team is so slow. Anyways, that one gets killed by Dieter. So I suppose I go for this one. Lucky hit. Okay, I will take it. And you can... I don't know, does it help to rotate there? Not really. So do not. Carolus does need some help here very soon. They have a very high chance to hit, actually. 88 melee skill if confident. Carlos is also confident. He's once again completely fatigued out. Sven is has lost his armor, but since they seem to have like 5% against him, I think it's perhaps better to allow him to handle it himself and perhaps with the help of these two. So use Horik here instead. Help is on its way. I can also rotate now. It's I don't know. Should I? Maybe I should. Because Carolus might actually lose his armor and maybe even die if I don't. So probably do that. Oh, Sven. Sven is actually kind of in trouble. Despite them having the 5%, they just keep on attacking forever. And eventually a 5% will land. This one might be able to get away. Oh well, I think I wait. Overwhelm is nasty. Yeah, I believe I will rotate here. So if you die, Reinhardt, because of that, then too bad. That's just too bad if so. All right. The terrain is not helping us either. Alright, well that was misjudged by me, I'd say. So, rest in peace, Wander. At least everyone else is mostly okay. Nadir and Carolus level up. Well, that's too bad. That is too bad. Carolus, level 13. Nadir, level 6. He's fearless. Actually, yeah, if you're fearless, I don't need this guy, Regin. Because I have, yeah, I have Nadir who's fearless, and I have Horik who's fearless, so we can remove... Let's see, who was it? Reinhardt's dastardliness. So actually, yeah, Regin, you may leave since you're not very good, I'd say. Though with the recent casualty and dismissals, there might be a point in keeping this guy around, but I think not. we can make do without, so goodbye. Anyways, Nadir, let us take fatigue, range defense, and range skill. And Pathfinder, I'd say now. Well, there we are. Definitely could have gone better, that fight. I'll need to remember now. Need to realize that at this point, of course, they'll... Perhaps all of them will always be frenzied, and overwhelm stacking is so deadly. In any case... Do I want to deal with the problems that these people have? Also, yes, high Nefer mantles perhaps at this point. I don't really need them. I have 2 here in the inventory, which I'm not using currently. Maybe craft like 1. That should be 3. So sell 2 of them. So we definitely lost some utility and power by losing Vander, but in the long term he probably wouldn't stick with us anyway. Well, it do be what it do be. We have a lot of money now. I think I'd like to visit the hub. The sacrifice was on day 385, so we are closing in on the next one. There is still like a week before it can trigger though. Ifrit tracks, I will leave them be. I hate Ifrits. So we need tools. Yeah, that fight was really nasty. Ambushed trade routes here. I'll still buy your tools, I'd say. Let's craft 1 high Nefer mantle. Might be that I never use them, might be that I use a couple of them, but in any case, now I have 3. Let us check some of these recruits as well. So can assassins be dumb? I don't have my cheat sheet open, so I will open it now. We definitely have the money to try out plenty of these recruits. Despite the very low odds of someone like that being actually recruitable, convertible, I'd say. So I'm looking at the list now. They cannot be dumb according to the wiki, so we will leave him here. Nomads can be dumb, this guy isn't. Alright, I don't think I care about caravan hands. Speaking of caravans, caravan to Kaiwater, I think there's nothing there, so we skip that. Indeed, there is nothing there. Alright, well, I suppose we just leave then. Okay, well, let's go north where the taverns are. Go through here this time, I guess, since there's a gap between these camps, so there might be something there. A nomad camp, perhaps, that we can deal with. What the hell is going on? You take a good long look at the men. A gaze that flickers from one to the other and then back again, all the while shaking your head. Randolph is holding his head, a rather large lump cresting at the hairline. He looks at Wilhelm, then to you. Both men shrug. You ask Wilhelm what happened. He explains. Thought I saw something that wasn't there. Incredulously, Randolph throws his hand out. I said, hey, it's me, and you choked me anyway. Throwing out his own hands, Wilhelm defends himself. Hey, it's me. Aren't words beholden to ya? Any man can say them words. I reckon any man of ill will would say them very words before he followed them with a sword. I bet he would. It appears that Wilhelm's poor eyesight has led to something of an accident. Okay, I've never had this event before, but hooray, we've had it now. Randolph suffers pierced leg muscles from being choked. Oh, you clocked me anyway. You clocked him in the leg. Okay, sure. Get that wound looked at, Randolph. I am shaking my head. Okay, let us skip Splitterberg. I don't think there's anything new there. Maybe though. Maybe there would be. So onwards to Cargo. 13,000 oath-taker. He might be dumb. He really might be. But I think out of principle I skip trying him out. Okay, one skull hunt down what terrorizes. Do I care at all? It's an experience thing though, I guess. So yeah, this guy, I forgot about you. Nasser. He's like barely maybe good enough as a promised potential background. 2-star max rolled melee defense. 1-star only melee skill though. Since we have the room, I think we'll keep him for now, but he's a little bit on the weaker side. I'll put a little minus behind him. He also has 2-star ranged skill, so I guess we could theoretically try to do throwing with him, but I don't think I want to do that. So yes, do I? Sure. Let's deal with this. So how's my armor doing? Mostly on, yeah, Carolus. Okay, it's good enough. Nachos. 1 skull nachos. Okay, 16 to 21 of them. Okay, this is only a 1 skull, but I think I should probably not take too many chances here. But Randolph is probably out of this fight with this injury. I mean, he can fight, yes, but anyways. Let's bring Fahad for someone. Someone who's a bit weaker, perhaps. So, let's see. Wilhelm, maybe? And it is night time, so I don't actually see how many big ones there are. I think we'll just back off a bit here. And take no chances. Not yet, at least. Yeah, I see small ones. That's encouraging. Let's keep the decisiveness going. So attack now. So I might create a corpse. It's probably fine though. Alright, maybe there's like 3 or 1 big one. We'll see, we'll see. Also, yes, I'd like to have some allies for Fahad. We can do that. It's not like fantastic here, but still. Big one has engaged there. Okay. Okay, so Indom does not grant immunity to being swallowed. It does in Legends. So if you get swallowed, then too bad. Alright, sure, let's use this. Move there for Fahad. Sure. Alright. Block that corpse, perhaps? And swallowed. Well, we expected that to happen. Okay. 3 left. There we are. Matis, level 9. Okay, is it time already to take Endguard? It might be. +4 melee skill. +3 melee defense. And once again... Okay, this time I think I do take the hit point roll over the range defense. Alright. And sure, let's take Endguard. Reinhardt, level 8. More hit points, more fatigue, perhaps. Yeah, sure. And let us take Spear Flurry. So for now, he's only using fatigue for movement and rotation. But things might change once he realizes his potential. So yes, I have this Sellswords Black. Okay. Well, Famed Nimble Armor, so I could use that on someone, maybe. So let's give you like a wooden stick there. Nadir. Speaking of Nadir, you could use the Nimble Armor. He has anticipation anyway, so it's decent. A decent trade-off to lose that durability there from the heavier armor. Okay, so that's that done. I might want to buy some food, so let us wait for morning. All of your food, thank you. Okay, caravan to Splitterberg. I will take this. Let's spawn something. And I guess we can go a little bit faster. Don't be nighttime, please. Seems we just barely made it before dusk. Alright, there we go. Weaponsmith, there is Spetum. Okay, it's not terrible, but it's not fantastic. Also, since it's a spear, it could be argued that the weapon skills cost -3 is not very good because of Spear Flurry being a thing, but I guess with this weapon you could skip Spear Flurry. Anyways, we will leave it there. It's very affordable though, but I don't think I care about it. There's a Famed Nimble Helmet. This one is actually pretty good. 195 durability, weight 4. So could be better, but that's pretty good. Alright. Check the recruits. Walter, the refugee. Bertwin, the refugee. And I think we're done here, unless I care about trying out a rat catcher. I mean, who knows, maybe he had 3 stars in everything relevant and max rolled, but probably not. Okay, Volther. 3-star hit points. 1 star pretty low melee skill. I think we can do better. Even he would be pretty good though if he were to succeed with the potential, but we can do better than him, I'd say. Bertwin. Now that's better. 2-star melee skill, pretty low roll though. 2-star melee defense, wit, sure footing. And max rolled, well actually no. Pretty good rolled hit points with a star, so we'll keep this guy around. My naming conventions seem to not be standardized, but you get the gist of it. Alright, there we go. There is no temple here to take care of that injury. Kargao ironically had one, but I forgot. Also, while we're here, let's actually scout this area. So we know that one... Well, there's the ancient statue there, so... that should disallow, I think, camps from spawning in a certain radius. And we don't find anything. Actually, let's go straight to Schwertfest. Let's leave Dornberg. Okay, Reinhardt is being converted. Show him the darkness. So which one are you? You're this guy, the dastard. Okay, so he's level 8. 3 levels to go to see if he succeeds. If he gets to be elite. Okay, nighttime. Semi-annoyingly here. Not for long though. Okay, first up, let's get training. Reinhardt, sure. Mattis, sure. Wilhelm, yes. Farid, Nadir, Nasser, and Bertwin. And that's everyone. Though, yes, I need nimbleness. That's what I need, so let's see. Mattis, you are now capable of learning nimbleness. All right. Nothing famed here. Let's get a few things. We're heading to Lugnist. Also, yes, I forgot. We have this nimble helmet that I just bought. So, let's see here. Pakonis actually has steel brow. So, ideally it goes to someone without steel brow, like Horik perhaps. Horik or Randolph, I'd say. I think Horik is a bit better. And more valuable, but he's way less in danger than Randolph, so... Let's give it to Randolph here, who's level 21. And the other one... Randolph Hatch has a weight of 6, so let's see. I mean, it's kind of fine to give it to Horik. So one could argue, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the durability difference is negligible. The weight difference is, I don't know, slightly more meaningful, ever so slightly. So let's switch back this one for Randolph, and you can actually have this after all, Horik. And now we have a 144, which is a bit better than this. So I guess we do upgrade your helmet as well, Hakon. So 136 helmet. Vision penalty of 1. That could go actually for Nadir. Since I seem to be lacking... Well, then again. No, I can give it to Helmer. Who also has Steel Brow, yes, but... It's better to have some actual material there to protect your head. Okay, so let's go with that. And I'll also put Randolph in the lineup. Already, despite there being no fight. Just so I don't screw it up. Okay, and check the recruits here. So we are looking for a sergeant. Or someone who's capable of doing late game things. Okay, a bit expensive, but sure. You are not dumb, Arnold. Can a disowned noble be dumb? I don't see it anywhere in the list. Okay, well, we'll just leave him there. Okay, carry on. So pretty soon we might actually have to sacrifice, not just yet, if my calculations and notes are correct. Also, there is this place here, the Stirring Crypt, which we might be able to do. Probably would be able to do without much difficulties. Alright, so... Lumberjacks can just outright convert. They are a bit expensive though, for what they are. So, I don't know. Maybe see if anyone has anything special to warrant getting them. Seems like no. Okay. So nothing really here. Let us carry on. Hunt down what terrorizes. Once again a leveling fight, of course. There's a cultist here. A cheap one, so... Welcome aboard. Discovered talent for a detailer who's fragile. I'll skip. Oh, did we actually find a good cultist? It seems we might have. 3-star max rolled melee skill. 2-star nearly max rolled hit points. 1-star range defense. So at the very least he could be a pretty good polearm. We need to purchase polearms though. Okay. So now we are at 20 out of 20, so once again someone needs to go, I think. Because we don't have room. So maybe Nasser actually does leave. He's definitely not bad if he does succeed though. But is he the weakest link here? He might be. Yeah, I think he is, sadly. Sadly, it has to be someone. And the melee skill is a little bit weak. Very nice melee defense though, if he realizes his potential. Could go with shields. Not that I'd really like to go with shields, but that would be a way to further boost the defenses. Okay, sure. I will give you some money. That was a good deal for you. Okay, let's hunt down Weaponnects. I also bought him some training, so yeah, I'm wasting money, but it's kind of fine. We are making money easily. Alright, and we don't even have to fight in the forest. So I suppose we'll treat this as a leveling fight. Nadir is almost completely useless in a nighttime battle against Weaponnects. He would just free others. I mean, that has some value, but it's based on your melee skill as well, and he's at 42. Okay, I'll leave Fahad out of this. Let's bring maybe this guy, the cultist. I'll also leave, yeah, Nadir can sit out. Let's bring these two. Bertwin and Raban. So yeah, with a melee defense of 1 and no stars, I suppose I should probably not try to do frontline things, so Paul it seems to be. So I could do a reach cleaver plus... No, I can't really, because he doesn't have quick hands. So yeah, he does have the star in range defense and parry, so that's a possibility. Only 1 star though. Well, projected 41, so maybe? Maybe? Maybe, we'll see. Nimble off the bat, so that's good with these hit points. Anyways, equip him with something, so let's give him like a pole mace. So how did he roll with other things? It seems like mediocre overall. Okay, Bertwin, you're next. Let's go medium. Okay, Farid is still out of the fight currently. Do I still want him in? So obviously this fight can be semi-nasty if things go awry. But at the same time, I really want to level everyone who's leveling. So I could sit out Sven, I guess. Or Randolph. Nah, let's go with this lineup that we have. $31 spooters. I think we just straight ahead engage here. I could also back off, but let's just straight ahead engage. Actually do that. Should have realized that activating Berserk there would enable him to also move before attacking. Suppose we'll use the Blitzkrieg later. So I don't think I've ever seen Weaponnect eggs spawn this close to our starting position. Especially not in front of us like that. I guess it's because of the height difference, maybe? That's my guesstimate. Let's see here. Just advance, I suppose. Oh, and there's a spooter there. Mattis is breaking. Oh, Mattis. You silly guy. Don't you just love the web-necked screams? Okay, this is easy enough. Perhaps I should have just gone with a full leveling lineup. Okay, just wait there. Oh, and it seems they're actually leaving. Didn't expect them to do that all just yet. Well, it's over. Okay. Raban, level 2. Well, he did start with these rolls, so I will pursue this for now. So he might actually end up going in the front line with parry. Max rolled melee defense and range defense. So I will take the good rolls here. And let's delay every single decision. Let's take student. Helmer, level 20. And Beartwin, level 2, picks up promise potential. It's 3 plus 4. If I really wanted to, I could also make him a hybrid, I think. Just take the good ranged skill rolls and the plus 15 from realized potential, and he'd be pretty decent at that, but we'll just go full-on frontliner. But that would be an option. Alright, so that's that done. I'll just buy this food and not think about it too much. Okay, Lugni's dead. So I'll take a look from here. Do I see anything now? No, I don't. We know there's at least one brigand camp here that has been ambushing trade routes there. Let's make some throwing nets, and let's check the recruits, though I am at 19 out of 20. So yeah, I don't know how, or rather what would make the best background for us to get a sergeant. Maybe a dumb oath taker or something like that. Well, an adventurous noble who gets brain damage. But anyways, we're not going for that. Anyways, take a look at these. 3 skull thieves. I will do that. That one I probably won't do unless we get the sacrifice in a manner that enables that without risks that come from said event. Also, yes, how's the inventory? We could skip selling for now, but let's sell already. Didn't have much, of course. Okay, we're probably never using these metal joint covers, so I will sell those as well. Alright, so southeast. And it's day 404. So there's 2 days until the sacrifice can trigger. Okay, so it's going to be... oh, the Fallen Knight. So indeed you can spawn champions with these Follow the Tracks contracts. Not nearly as much as you can in Legends. But at least with the Bounty Hunter and it being Very late in the run. Well, for most runs. Most runs would be over by now, but not this one. So you can spawn champions there. I think I'd prefer this fight in the plains, so let's see if I can manage that. Also, yeah, think about the lineup for a second here. So the Fallen Knight, a Master Archer, a few Highwaymen, a Brigand Killer, and some others. So it's kind of a leveling fight. Unless there's a Necromancer. Kind of a leveling fight. Let's leave out some of the weaker ones, though. I'll leave out Raban for Fahad. I think we can leave out Leonhard for this, though, even though there's a champion there, but we should be fine, though we can't disarm, so we just have to... Well, we can stun him. Stunning is a possibility. Let's also get this level 6 guy instead of this level 2 guy. So this is... Farid is not doing well if the Master Archer decides to target him, but oh well, that's too bad for him if so. So let's go with this lineup, I'd say. And perhaps we will even... Well, I don't know. We don't have Nimble yet, so I should be a little bit careful with Mattis. And I'll actually put him on the flank here. So Randolph, you've been delegated one position left from your usual. So it was definitely helpful having Vander as a dedicated net master. Well, not really a master. Net journeyman, let's say. Because he lacked the actual net perks. So in some fights I will definitely miss him. I'll just lose out on the decisiveness there. Despite them having the ranged superiority, they have decided that they want to die quickly. That is commendable. Alright, so Mattis will have a very low chance to hit things. But how are his defenses at this point? 34 melee defense plus 28 parry. So that's a semi-respectable number. He doesn't have underdog though. Anyways, I could walk there and use riposte, but against an elevated spear I think I'd just rather not. And also if I use Blitzkrieg, then the plan kind of gets screwed. And I might just use it. We'll wait for now. Okay, so the champion is here. Has a famed helmet. The least exciting thing, of course. Alright, so question is, do I use Blitzkrieg now or later? Probably now. So use it from here. Should hit everyone. Okay, so the Fallen Knight doesn't have Vigorous Assault as far as I can see, so he's not that dangerous for us unless I somehow screw things really up. Once again, we're kind of too efficient at killing those, so someone like Fahad... well, not here, but Randolph had to wait, for example. It's a good problem to have, though. Okay, let's hit this guy, I think, before he can potentially stun someone. Impressive. Okay, so it's possible that the Fallen Knight does go for a flank. Yeah, I'll actually step back there. It may be unnecessary. I'll still do so, though. Alright, and... Sure, let's kill this guy, but do I want to vanquish step there? Because if I do... They might just rotate him into an elevated position. And it's also next to the Brigand Killer. So it's a little bit iffy. I think I just hold where I am with Dieter. And now I suppose we try the riposting. I'm not expecting much from it yet. But maybe it will actually do something. You wait. I'm curious to see if the Highwayman wants to attack Mattis or Carolus. I'd imagine he goes for Carolus, but who knows. I'm tempted to wait instead of going for the 95s. That's a little bit silly, perhaps. I mean, he won't have that great of an opportunity to deal damage when Carolus is confident and elevated. Okay, I don't know. I'll just wait. It might be the technically wrong move to make, but let's still make it. Also, yes, I want to not take any further hits there. And we've immediately failed with our riposte. Okay, pushes him next to the Fallen Knight. Okay. So Smite hits chance 16. Okay. Well then. Alright. If we get unlucky enough, Mattis might actually die here because of all of this happening. Okay, Farid also needs to run away before the Master Archers him. But yeah, that's not a good matchup to have. He's also staggered, so he acts at the last position. Well, that's a shame, if he actually dies here. I was looking forward to seeing how he does. Also, yes, parry gets disabled by being staggered, so yeah, okay. Or does it? Never mind, it doesn't. Never mind, I am incorrect. What disables it, though? Disarmed, stunned, or fleeing. Yeah, okay. Alright. So there's definitely a chance that he survives here, but yeah, that sucks. Going up against 109 melee skill, and my melee is a little bit far away. I could rotate Reinhardt in there, who's actually nimble with 9 lives, so that probably is warranted. Though it has to be done via recovering first, so we'll see. We'll see. Wilhelm as well has rotation. Well, he's not a cultist, so I guess if it comes to it, it should be him who dies. Because we're not even nimble with Mattis, so yeah. We have an anticipation charge though, but it's not much because parry is consuming, well, lowering it. 7% reduction, yeah, that's not much at all. Highly annoying. I guess with the onslaught though. Yeah, we have Line Breaker. Okay, so that solves it basically. We'll probably take a nasty hit on Carolus, but he can handle a couple of hits. And then if things get bad enough, we can rotate at that point. So I suppose that's the plan. It is further pushing him away from the action though, from my actual killers. Also yes, I forgot this guy existed. And he has managed to hit a 34. And now it's, we can't do the line breaker thing. Well, you can take that as revenge. Well, it's on hold steady and his defenses. And the little tiny help from anticipation. I'm going to be very, very disappointed though. How about repel staggering? I mean, that works. I suppose I should have brought the tank after all. This is... And we have missed a 64. Okay. Well, I tried. I did try. Also, since Mattis's melee skill is pretty low, this guy might just decide that he wants to just move away from him for whatever reason and bonk someone like Wilhelm, or if I move Farid here, him. But anyways, I was going to run away with Farid, so let's do that. Don't have 3 allies for Fahad. I suppose we wait with him and decide later. That was a bit greedy, should have gone for this one perhaps. We have been hit, but he's alive. Chance was... What the... Let me scroll, please. 48. Damage reduction of 11%. Okay, well, we also have... Knockover for a 15% chance. I guess we just rotate instead. So that's potentially goodbye Wilhelm if I do so, but... I suppose I'd rather keep... Mattis, who is a cultist, instead of a cripple, who might fail his potential. I can still wait on that though, but I don't really see what can happen here that would persuade me to do something else. Maybe though. Maybe there is something. Also, please bring back the UI. Thank you. Oh, you're not dead. Okay. I was expecting you to be dead, Mr. Bond. Is he going to actually die to bleeding? He would if I wait. Now he's going to just try to flee while he bleeds. Alright, well, some rotation shenanigans, I guess, are in order here. And you're a bit far away to help here, though I would really like to have the mace bonk him, but let's go for the Master Archer. Okay, essentially I make the same amount of progress towards the champion by doing that, so let's do that. Alright. Rotation. Can also attack, but 5%? Eh. Okay, Mattis, run away. And then, can I get Inspiring Presence for anyone new? Alright. Randolph, go for it. That's a little bit annoying though if I move there, because that blocks Dieter from attacking. Guess I actually want Randolph attacking here. Alright, nasty hit, but he's also alive. So now we rotate again. Well, probably. We might be able to kill him pretty quickly here, though. There's a chance. He cannot rotate himself. He has 14 stamina. I'll take the 5%. Okay, this is quite cruel for the newbies. They all have to take a bonk. Okay, now can you please start dying, sir? It seems you can, okay. There we are. It seems like no casualties. Well, there we go. 3 nasty injuries, but everyone survives. And we get a decent, if even good, Battleforged helmet. Will I use it, though? Let's take a look here. So, 347. So it's lower weight than this one, but we don't need more stamina for Dieter. Same stamina as this one, but lower durability. So who's Battleforged and left? Well, I guess technically Fahad is Battleforged. It could go for him, but I think I'd prefer to hold that one. Leonhard is getting the resolve from this. He doesn't really need it though necessarily, so I guess we could switch. So a little bit more durability. The stamina difference doesn't really matter much. Yeah, sure. I guess so. I guess we'll go with that for now. Alright. back to Lugnisted. Oh, and this isn't... Never mind, this isn't actually even going where I thought it was going. I thought it was going here, but it's not. Okay, once again sell things, and then we need to decide where to go. Probably hang around the bars again. Okay, let's also treat these injuries, despite the cost. Well, I suppose we go back to Hermanshof, then we check these other places for things to do. Something like that. Yeah, we have 3 skull, follow the tracks. Well, okay, sure. I will follow your tracks, despite it being day 405. Another champion, Wendell the Hawk. Whoops, I didn't actually mean to click there. Fall back for now. No, 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 no. Stop it. A master archer, several highwaymen. Alright, for this, sure, let's make this switch. Obviously, since, well, somewhat obviously, since Mattis is also hurt. So you're back on the flank there, Randolph. Some levelers are in. That's fine-ish. So let's do it like this. Actually use all of these guys here, maybe. So that I have the allies for Fahad. Because he needs his allies. Oh, Dieter, why on earth are you wavering here? Okay, and there's the champion. He actually has a famed weapon this time. So he seems to be one of these outlaws? I think. An outlaw champion. No helmet. Vigorous assault. 273 hit points. But he's not actually nimble or anything. So ideally I just... Well, I guess ideally kill him before he gets to hit us with the axe, but the other option would be to... Well, I guess we can disarm him as well. Anyways, I'm going to use the... Also, yes, Hakon just has a clear line of getting there. I'm going to use the Blitzkrieg. So I don't need to really prioritize him yet. Right, well this is certainly going smoother than that last fight. So let's see, Fahad like there. I don't know. It's fine. Also, yes, I can actually rotate him so he does get to attack twice here. Okay, we've almost dealt with the champion already. Well, that was easy. Running out of targets. Okay, so this guy can move there and attack. Let's try to avoid getting hit. Alright, and because I'm greedy, let's try to get all of the kills here. So let's try to avoid killing too quickly. Before I can reach these two. And... I could use Dieter to reach them. Perhaps. Okay, 8 of them still alive, so... we should be still fine. They won't be leaving just yet. But at this point, let's not kill this guy. Kill that one though. Did he just laugh as he died? Maybe he did. He certainly got the last laugh. Not laughing anymore, are you? Okay. Famed two-handed axe. Weapon skills cost -3 and enhanced shield damage, so it's not that good. Not terrible, of course, but it's not that good. We have a better one. Okay, some levels. Leonhard, level 13. Raban, level 3. Okay, I'll go ahead and take this +2 melee defense, but I will skip the range defense here. And perk point. What do I do with this perk point? Let's level Bertwin first. He's level 4 now. Take a resolve roll, sure. Two perk points, takes 9 lives. And takes... maybe he goes like pole flails until he's level 11. I'll just take Brawny so he can wear heavier stuff, actually. And speaking of that heavy stuff, how heavy can you go? Not that heavy, but sure, you can have that. So Raban. Raban, I need a plan. I don't want to commit to a weapon yet. So what's something that would be something I take basically always? Out of these options, not sure. Perhaps I'd think about it on my own time, but we'll see, we'll see. Orc tracks. Alright, so an orc fight. Sure. And the same lineup, yes. And we'll just keep Raban's perk point for now, I guess. Alright, so should be easy, but I also shouldn't like autopilot this because things can really go wrong if I do that. Go ahead and use this. But the other abilities, nah. Not yet. Not just yet. So we can probably kill this pretty easily, so let's not disarm. Okay, so big flail. Also, Leonhard is not within the range of the Blitzkrieg, so I'll just use the Indom, I think, because of the big flail. But the big flail probably just actually goes around him. But in any case. Alright. This should be fine, I think, even though you're level 3. Because we can deal with all of the orcs there. Surely. And if I'm mistaken, then I'm sorry. Then you might just die. I mean, very unlikely, but still. You just actually wait. Okay, that didn't even kill. Pretty nasty hit there. Despite Indom, well then again, the helmet wasn't at 100%. But yeah, Indom and Steelbrow. In any case, we are about to be done with this. Rabban, level 4. Again rolls a +2 and a +3. And a +5 for hit points. Alright, So it's still a little bit open whether I go polearms or with the parry route, but with these rolls, I don't know, it seems more and more like polearms. So projected 34 range defense, so probably yes, we probably go with polearms. Do need to purchase that. He does have Berserk. I could go with a Reach Hammer, a Reach Cleaver, even a Reach Spear, but that's a little bit of a waste, maybe. Well, 91 melee skill, I mean it's good, but it's not like fantastically good. In any case, back to Hermann's Hof. And let us visit Finsterveiler. So day 406 is almost here, which means we can have the sacrifice. In any case, we find brigands. And we will kill brigands. With steel brow, I think it's fine that this helmet is in that condition, so we'll just leave it like that. Same lineup again, since these guys are damaged. So Farid could be in. He's not going to be useful, but he could be in. There's also a few swordmasters here, so if I want to be safe, I should use nets. I mean, we probably don't need them, but still. If things go poorly enough, I will definitely miss having those nets. So Raban, that's your job now. He doesn't have a lot of stamina to work with though, so I'll lower his weight a little bit. Alright. Once again, it would be nice to be able to actually see what's going on. Okay, there's a swordmaster. Sure, we'll use the Blitzkrieg straight away. And I'll also reposition like this. Alright, so yes, they can be disarmed potentially. Guess we can try it. Now if I kill this guy, I don't get inspired. Even so. Even so. Alright, so Raban, also yes, what is your vision penalty? Well, vision of 3, so it's actually perfect. Okay, so I could use a net already. I think I don't know, I don't really need to be greedy, but I feel like I don't necessarily need the nets, so perhaps I don't use them yet. But that might be stupid, so let's actually use it. Never mind. I am capricious. There we are, now he's also dazed. Tempted to move there. I think it's fine. play it safe and go for the disarm, despite it not being absolutely necessary, perhaps. Parry on parry action. Okay, get your next net out and let's move like here. So yeah, I guess I should have moved there. Whoops. And if we take enough damage with Carolus here, I might even rotate Reinhardt where he is now. Okay, I was worried something like that could happen, so that's why I indomed. How many times are you gonna puncture? Well, chance 44. Anyways. Good job. Well done. That is potentially semi-dangerous. Potentially. Actually, it's pretty important to free Leonhardt then, so I will. %. Yes, we might need a net on this guy. Well, perhaps still I could have saved it, but let's play it safe. Also, let's onslaught. That should help us out. Whoops, didn't mean to go for him. There we go, let's make things much simpler, and here comes the puncture team. Or not, actually. Well, that's your mistake. Oh, hello. I didn't even realize there's a highwayman still in the field. I'd like to kill you, actually, so let's move next to you. Speaking of killing... Yeah, that's why you don't wait, you silly boy. When the time comes, do not hesitate, for the enemy surely will not give you mercy. There we are. Inventory is full as well. Bear Twin, level 5. Nice one. Okay, and Yeah, I don't have a pole hammer, so I guess we go pole flails. Doesn't really matter what I do here much, because he is one of these promise potential characters. Also, yes, I have that thing. Technically, my drunkard could lose it. I guess I put it there. Even though I suppose I should just sell it. Anyways, yeah. Flails for this guy. So, pole flail. There you go. Enjoy. Mr. Whaler has a couple of contracts. Drive of Brigands. Well, we might even do that. And also hunt down what terrorizes. We're a bit hurt. Well, not much. But let's camp for a bit, and then we probably do the terrorizes contract. And then perhaps we also do the brigand camp later. Weaponect again. So lately we've been getting semi-lucky with the sacrifices happening at opportune times, so to speak. We'll see if that trend continues. In any case, I'll make a switch here, so Leonhard is a bit damaged. He might actually be the one to sit out this one. Sure. We'll do it like this, and well, no, you don't want to have nets for this fight. The inventory thing is something I should... Yeah, I should have sold things. Well, I can prioritize. As well as equip something perhaps on someone. Okay, so for Raban. I could give him a shield for this. But I think I'd rather just have a reach weapon. It seems like goblin pikes are not available. So I'll distribute these rondel daggers to people who still don't have them. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie daisy, I meant to put it there. Okay, so yeah, inventory space is limited. Well, it's a bit of an issue, but after the battle, you can dump some things, of course. All right, let's do this. Let's exterminate. "45 spiders." And once again, probably use Blitzkrieg next round, not just yet. Ludicrous speed. Leaving so soon? But you just got here. Okay, I'm not sure if I'll use it yet. Maybe. Lucky hit, I will take it. I think we'll use it next round, since I don't seem to be needing it yet. Will I need it next round? Probably not, but we'll still use it then. So, in that case, I don't know. Do that. Okay. You just wait. We'll see if they want to flee in a moment. Actually, there's no target, never mind. There's a target here. They still think they have a chance. Okay, 15 left. Whatever. And it seems, yes, now they are done with the fight. And that means so are we. So are we. It's over. And indeed, the inventory. Let's see here. What is not worth anything? It seems everything's worth something. Okay, 250 for those. They can stay. Alright, so we need to head back to Lugn instead. So we won't be doing that, well, unless the selling price here is acceptable. Is it? It might be. With those conditions, it might be. Yes, it's actually very good. 21. Alright, nice. So I will be selling here. And that will be on my own time. Next time we might maybe take this contract, but I might also decide that I don't want to do it. Anyways, thanks for watching and I shall see you next time.